Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to understand the costing sheet. Costing sheet is very important concept which helps you to identify or calculate the overhead cost. Overhead cost is a part of your product costing. Okay. So apart from major costs, that is material cost and activity cost, also known as a conversion cost, your overhead is also very important cost. So before understanding the costing sheet, let me just refresh the material cost and conversion cost. So material cost will get calculated based on your BOM. BOM will give you the quantity and material rate you will get from the material master. This is the very basic concept I'm talking about. And your journal entry, whenever you will consume the material or when you produce the product, your material consumption account debit to material account get credited. So this is the journal entry to post. Okay, let's say you consume 100 material and your rate is 20 rupees. So this much will become debit and this much will become credit. So material consumption account debit and material account credit. Okay. Now, how activity cost is calculated? Activity cost is calculated based on the number of hour you used and rate will get picked from the KP26. Okay. So this is the journal entry. Your labor activity cost account debit. Okay. To your labor activity cost account again credit. So here you have to create one secondary GL. Let me show you the secondary GL quickly. So let's say this is the secondary GL you have to create. You have to create one secondary GL with cost element category 43. So if you are using the labor activity cost, then your labor activity cost account debit to your labor activity cost account credit. Okay. So this is how it will post the journal entry. How much it will post? It will post how much hour, let's say labor hour you have consumed, let's say 500 multiplied by what is the rate given in the KP26, let's say 5 rupees. So it will calculate debit and credit this much. And debit it will hit to your production order and credit it will hit to your cost center. Similarly, debit it will hit to your production order here. Okay. Now, once you calculate these two, major important comes your overhead. How overhead cost will calculated. So first you have to decide what are the overhead you want to calculate. Here in this example, I am calculating my admin overhead and my utility overhead. And admin overhead I am calculating based on the material cost and my utility overhead I am calculating based on the activity cost. Then you have to also choose here what rate of percentage you want to calculate. Let's say I want to calculate 10 percentage and activity, sorry, 10 percentage on material cost and 20% on activity cost is equal to utility. Now what journal entry it will post? Let's say first calculate the amount. So here your material cost is 20,000, okay, multiplied by this 10%. So 2,000. So here admin overhead cost will become 2,000 rupees. Similarly, your activity cost is your 2,500, 20%. So your utility overhead cost is 500. Now how it will post the journal entry? It will post the journal entry. First of all, you have to create one secondary uh, cost element with cost element category. See, observe it here. Let me go back and let me refresh it. Go to here. So create one secondary cost element with cost element category 41. Very important. So this GL will get debited here and same GL will get credited here. Okay. and here your production order will get debited and cost center will get credited. Similarly, utility overhead, this GL will get debited, same GL will get credited, production order will get debited and cost center will get credited. Okay. Now here next point is known as something called defined credit. Okay. See, in this scenario, this GL, see this GL here, these GLs are mapped in the OBYC, so they'll be picked from OBYC. These GLs will be given in the activity type creation time, but this one, for this one you have to define in the something called defined credit. You have to tell to the system what GL is to debit and credit and which cost center is to debit and credit. Okay, so that is defined in the defined credit. So in this setting I'll tell that this is my secondary GL and this is my cost center where journal entry should get posted. Okay, so these are the total thing as a part of the costing sheet. You have to first define which are the admin overhead you want to calculate, what is the base, what is the rate, where you want to debit or credit you want to do. So this thing you have to do. Now let's quickly go and configure it. So this is the path SPRO and controlling, then come to product cost controlling, then go to product cost planning, then basic setting for material costing, then come to overhead. So here before defining the costing sheet you have to define this one, costing sheet component. First define calculation base. So here I have defined the calculation based. One is material cost, another is a activity cost. Okay, in the material cost give your controlling area. I have given all my consumption GL here, all my consumption GL, and in my conversion GL I have given all my secondary conversion GL I have given or activity GL I have given, which I have created via 43 cost element. Okay, so all these GL I have given here, labor, painting, all this which I have created from the cost element category 43, because when I will calculate the activity cost, my this GL will get debited and credited, which is created with the cost element category 40. So all this cost element category I have given in this cost element group. Okay, now once this is done, then I have two options. Either I can calculate based on the percentage or based on the quantity. In today's video I am going to cover percentage. So go here, you have to define the percentage. So this is my admin overhead. Okay, go to new entries and select. This is called dependency, how you want to calculate. Okay, either based on plan, based on profit center, based on plan actual. So everything based on this dependency you can choose. Here I have selected the activity type. These are the basis SAP has given. Okay, you can use them. So I have selected D000. Go here, go inside, and so I have given from and to controlling area. One is one, see here, one is your actual, two is planned. Okay, three for commitment, and this is the rate I am given. Similarly, go and check this utility. Here 1, 2 I have given same way. Okay, now once this is also done, next step is define credits. Come here, go to here. So one I have defined for the admin, another I have defined for utility. So go inside your controlling area. You have to give your secondary cost element which you have created with cost element category 41. This one. Okay, which you want to debit and credit here. See, which you want to do and debit and credit, that GL you have to give here. and you have to tell also to the system which cost center you want to credit or debit. Okay, so that cost center also you have to enter. This can be different to your production cost center. Okay, it can be different than your production cost center, and give a star. Similarly, you go and check for utility also. Okay, see, give another cost element and give your corporate cost center. So when this configuration is done, three configuration as I mentioned here, when this three configurations are done, base, overhead rate and define credit, then you can define the costing sheet. Come to here, go to new entries and create the costing sheet. So I have created here costing sheet, this one. Come to here, step number one, give your both base which you have created. So this is my material and this is my activity. Then give step number another one, overhead code. This is the admin overhead, this is the utility overhead. So admin overhead I want to calculate in step number one, that is based on the material. Okay, and I want to credit to this one or debit to this one. Okay, so in this I have mapped my secondary GL and I have mapped my cost center. Similarly, go to here. So my utility, I want to calculate step number two, that is my conversion cost, and I want to debit and credit the second region which is mapped into this one. So this is how costing sheets are created. Okay, this is how costing sheets are created. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you in the next class. Thanks a lot.